Namaste, I am Dr. Kiran, Senior Orthopedic Surgeon, special interest in spine, rheumatology, trauma management. I am also the founder. In 1987, I founded this organization, Krushi Orthopedic Welfare Society. Somewhere long back when we were doing 21 projects for the differently abled, I opened a branch called Escort, ESCORT. That means we will escort to whenever there is a problem, either whether there is a patient, public or a doctor. Then it didn't materialize. Now we have put a new wing to it. It's called as foot down, meaning at some point you have to take a stand, put your foot down firmly, and it's called as a foot down paid legal services if you have a problem. It's an NGO. Ours is an NGO. We are not funded by the government and we don't want to be funded by the government. Recently in September, I was appointed as the chairman, State Social Justice Wing of Andhra Pradesh by a national NGO working in Visakhapatnam, India, Consumer Rights Council by Shri Vikas Pandeyji and his colleagues. An MOU was drawn. Now this is my first presentation to all of you. I am asking doctors. My focus is on doctors. Doctors struggle a lot throughout their life. But they are not taught the medico-legal systems. They are taught medical systems. Medico-legal systems are few bit here and there, and somehow they think they can get away. Yes, they don't document properly. They don't document. The problems are interlocking nail. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. I cannot talk about ophthalmology, general surgery or laparoscopic surgery or any other cardiovascular or something. So let me quote. I see discharge summaries, interlocking nail applied. Hear me clearly. So what did an orthopedic surgeon write? Interlocking nail applied. Patient doesn't know. Patient is usually unaware. If the doctor himself is not documenting in the discharge summary or in his own notes. I was in Abu Dhabi where I found whenever there is a surgery, those small stickers with the barcode, everything, details of the company, everything are stuck to the case sheet. One of the pages, operating notes pages, which is useful for retrieval of information. Now I'll tell you a scenario. A patient was discharged with a statement, discharged after interlocking nail application. Very good. What is the implant? Is it steel or titanium? Please put a hand on your heart and tell me, are you entering? Doctors? No, you don't. So what happens? Afterwards, the patient may develop some kind of a complication. I'm a spine surgeon, so I have applied pedicle screws into the pedicles. Through the pedicles, it's quite a complicated surgery. And then I came out, patient is good, but later patient may develop some problem, we never know. Or patient may develop an unrelated problem and he may need an MRI. So the technician asks to the patient, sir, you have some kind of implant? And yes. What kind of implant, sir? Stainless steel or titanium? The patient is silent, he doesn't know. He starts calling up the hospital and the hospital may or may not respond. Depending on the responsiveness, the accountability, answerability, the responsibility the hospital which had treated the patient takes, the urgency of the matter. There's a gap. So just a few lines. Give the company name. The company is in some Gujarat, some Delhi, Switzerland, America, somewhere. Okay. So there will be a local supplier. You should have the local supplier name. Who supplied it? Why I'm telling you? So I bring before you a scenario. A patient suffered a fracture. This is a true story. Fracture femur or the thigh bone. So the doctor did a good job, very good job. But what happened? The implant, it was applied so nicely, but then it broke. After 2 months, the implant just gave way at the narrowest point. You see the hole through which this screw goes or the system goes. So it broke. So then the patient came to me. Now I'll tell you my problems. What should I do? I have to remove and put a new nail. Right, agreed. So I took one more assistant because I knew it will be 4 to 6 hours time. It's not easy. So then I started inquiring who applied this nail, in which hospital was this applied, and what is the implant company that was used, who supplied it. Because company to company, we will lose a lot of details. And then the implants, if they don't fix the implant removal kit, we cannot remove it. It will be a wasted surgical experience, and a lot of costs are involved in any admission. So as a responsible surgeon, I asked for the details. They said, no sir, if I go to the previous doctor, he will shout at me. Why should the doctor shout at you? And why should you keep quiet? No, he is answerable, the he or she. When the patient goes and asks some information, hospital must have all the record and give it to the patient. You cannot deny it. That's how we doctors get into trouble. We have to give it, isn't it? Suppose it's tomorrow you or my femur was fixed with a nail after a fracture and it doesn't unite, it's broken and I cannot walk. Come on. 2 days of extra leave will make us lose our jobs today. Everything is time is money. Unfortunately, yes, we have our families. So we have to just respect a patient who has come to us. So they didn't get me the details. Okay, done. So then locally available most popular supplier, I just tracked him down and told him, I want this nail. Okay sir. I said, were you the supplier who gave this nail to them? No sir, we don't know. Bluff. Blatant bluff. I wouldn't have used it because I will strongly suspect metal failure. The quality of the nail I would really suspect. But you know what happens here? There's a problem here. How do we say? If I have a small amount of money for a two-wheeler, I'll go for a moped or a cycle or an electric scooter or an electric cycle, whatever. If I have a little bit of money more, I'll go for a better vehicle. If I am a luxurious guy, I'll go for the luxurious four-wheeler. Or even maybe I'll have my own yacht, I'll have my own flight. See, it just depends on the volume of money one person can afford. Now, a poor man or middle income person cannot afford. So, when I bought in this implant and started at 3 hours, it took me to take out all these implants. All these implants to remove from the broken femur. It took me 3 hours, 3.5 hours. It's not easy because I cannot destroy the bones further. I will be very careful, meticulous. Luckily, I had some screw-in removers. Actually, I have a story for this. Never underestimate your workers. Somebody working as a security or somebody, we should never disrespect, or even our own things. If something is old and we just throw. It's very important. Maybe it will be useful to you. Don't be careless. Same thing happened. So I visited a supplier, in my place, and I said, this is the problem. I need extractors. So I was rummaging or surveying what all I can use. Even I have to take half or 1 kg extra of implants, removers, instruments. I don't mind. Rather than feel sorry during the surgery, wasting the patient's time and mine and making him suffer or her suffer at the end. So there was one conical screw remover. There were several of them. That's how we screw it and then remove the broken pieces. So I said, I want this. It's not working, sir. I said, then I fixed it. Yes, it was not working. To show you in a gist, I can just say something like this. We screw like this, and then we have a hammer, hollow hammer, tap, we hit, and it starts moving out and come out. So he said, sir, it's not working. I said, okay, well, it may not work, but I'll think of something there. Let me take it, because I have my own instruments, but maybe I may need it. So I took it. You won't believe me. That was that instrument which he said will not work, really worked, and I could take it out. So my friends, never underestimate your instruments. So then I fixed it. It slipped a few times, but the amount of grip it had was enough, luckily for me, and it started getting dislodged and slowly removed it. The story here is, if the first one broke, what is the guarantee that this new implant will not break? Till now I had no clue which company had manufactured the earlier broken screw. And when I checked the broken screw pieces, on it they'll be labeling, They'll be labeling. I checked with the thing which I was going to put. My God, they both were same. So what should I do? So then I realized, better I go for a bigger diameter, a more stouter nail and make her not walk for 2 months. That's exactly what I did, and luckily, both for me and for her, the bone united. She's walking and she's happy now. I have one more important question to be put. Don't you think the governments are also a little bit at fault? We have got FDA in development countries, in some countries. We should have Indian Standard Item ISI mark, correct? But do all our implants being supplied in India have the ISI mark? Don't you think it's important? Why are we not looking into this? Because a broken implant leads to such a big financial responsibility, loss of job, pain, suffering, sometimes infection, even death. So it's very important that we stress on the metallurgy aspects. And for people who do not know, I will tell you, there are many instances when I was putting a screw, a plate, broken forearm, and the screw must be like this. It should have 6 sides. The screw must have 6 sides. But the screw has such poor quality metallurgy inside that it becomes not 6 but round. As we screw, the screwdriver becomes circular. It doesn't. It cuts, sometimes the screwdriver is very good, cuts through the walls of the 6 walls of the hexagonal screw head, becomes round. And we cannot proceed further or come back. So these are the big problems which doctors face, but they are only accused because the full story is not understood by the doctors themselves and the law. The full story must be told. When you have a problem, you show your problems. And are you documenting each and every problem you faced during surgery, before surgery, during surgery, after surgery? Why do you shy away? There is no need, my doctor. Any problem, document. That will help you. If there was a complication, don't try to hide. Document. And then try to solve. Once you have a problem, try to solve it. But don't try to run away. Once you start running away, it's a hit and run case, like a traffic accident. Somebody hits, injures the party and runs away. They'll be caught. This is the take-home message, my friends. Recently, a visually challenged person, whose wife is also visually challenged, was trying to get off the train. Unfortunately, she got off on the wrong side, fell, broke her leg. And then, after the surgery, they made them complain. Unless a complaint was sent to the higher departments of the hospital, their details of the implants or discharge summary, proper discharge summary was not issued. These are the mistakes. And law is law, compensation is compensation. So, don't play with legal affairs. Be safe, be insured. God bless. And me, Dr. Kiran, I'm just your friend. I don't need anything from you. Anything you need from me, I'm always there, 24/7. 733-7393-954 is my WhatsApp number. Do not call me, SMS me, give an audio message or a SMS. I will respond whenever I have find time. Please do not call me. I will block you because I may be driving. You know the traffic nowadays. Please, thank you very much. Let's be responsible. Jai Hind and bye-bye from Dr. Kiran signing off.